If you check out the VOD, there's 2 bosses so far as well. First one took considerably less time than the second one, but luckily there's a guy in chat who told me something that I hadn't quite figured out on my previous run through. How to do like the stunning attacks, like essentially like a parry. Which helped a bit actually. I managed to get a couple of powerful hits in. But it doesn't look like there's much more I can do here. But I'll be back later, you know. That's probably like the back door to like the end of the game or something. It's like, oh, if only I could have got through that. Yeah, first boss that I bet was one of the optional bosses, the cleric beast, and I don't know if it was just because he had more predictable attacks to him as opposed to Father Gascoigne, who was a little bit more not cheesy, but he was definitely harder. Because he's like a hunter like myself, but tough, turns into this massive beast, which, yeah, if you look at the VOD, it shows. Special input. But I got there just about. Managed to Molotov him. My last Molotov. Finished it off. I'm not sure if I would have been able to beat him close quarters. That view. And more dogs. And more people. Don't think there's a rifleman. I don't know. Can we see a rifleman? Rifleman! Oh, there's Pitchfork guy. Come on. Oh. Yay, more blood. I am cursed. Ain't we all, buddy? Ain't we all? See, I couldn't figure out at first. I thought they were like sack heads. Like Scarecrow from Batman, but I think they're just really weird looking old people. Oh. Ah, camera. That camera is a killer. Stabby, stabby, shooty, shooty. Other than the Souls games, what is this game like? I mean, it's technically an action RPG. It's an action game more than anything else. A lot of it is skill based, and the stats just help you out. Make it easier. There's a guy that has beaten this game on without leveling up at all, and using the basically like the lowest level character that you can start with. It's called Waste of Skin, and all the sort of character builds you get during character creation are level 10 or roundabouts. Waste of Skin is a level 4 character, and this guy has beaten the game using the Waste of Skin, just pure skill. So I don't know, it's difficult to say what it's like. I mean, you could say Lords of the Fallen, but then Lords of the Fallen is essentially a rip-off of, or not a rip-off, a homage to the Souls games. It's a hack and slash. It's a hack and slash game more than anything. Yes, it's challenging, but you get used to it. It teaches you to learn. Learn the environments, learn the placements of various monsters. It punishes you for making mistakes. You rush in, you're going to pay. You need to figure out what the enemies are doing and adapt to them. A lot of it is drawing them out one by one. One by one you can take on most people without too much trouble, but if you let yourself get drawn into like a group fight, you're gonna die, especially with the health system as well. The health system rewards you playing aggressively. In Dark Souls you could sword and board, so just hide behind a shield and and then wait for the chance to attack. There is no shield in this, or there is, but it's useless.
Precisely how I started out.
Hello.
Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred.
Hello, Alfred.
Protégé of Master Ligarius, hunter of vile bloods. So,
excuse me a second, just take a sip of water.
Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not collaborate and discuss the things we've learned? Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
I suppose it's similar to any sort of beat 'em up.
Hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
From what I've played so far, difficult to say. The general consensus is that Dark Souls 2 is easier than Dark Souls 1. Demon Souls is sort of heralded as the hardest one. I haven't played it, my dad's got it, and
just tell me what piques your interest.
Yeah, he found it super tough.
As you know,
the
church is the fountainhead.
I mean, one of the problems with this, or not necessarily a problem with the Souls game, is the combat mechanics. They can be quite unfair. This combat system is so much smoother. You generally, it does what you want it to do.
Earth is an old place of learning, and the tomb of the gods carved out below
it's not easy by any chance, but
well, once a group of
I don't know.
Scholars discovered a holy medium.
You can't really say, what is easy. Once you know how to do something, it's easy.
And the establishment of blood healing.
The developers said that this was harder, and the New Game Plus is supposed to be harder, but people that play this a lot have whizzed through it because that's what they do. If you've got the time to learn it. I mean, I've been doing this for 4 hours, and I've got further than I did in the 4 hours on my alternative character. On my alternative character, there was one part that I probably spent a couple of hours just trying to get through, and it was just normal enemies, and it's just figuring out what route to take, which order to beat them in. Learning their attack routines, and so at the moment it's easy because I kind of know what I'm doing. As soon as I get to a part that mixes things up a bit, boss fights in particular, I'm sure I'll struggle a little bit more. With Dark Souls 2, a lot of the boss fights were very similar. So all you had to really do was, get your shield out and work your way around the boss and get behind it. Oh, there's someone around here. There's going to be unfair deaths, but the controls are tight. Excuse me. The difference between this and the Souls games is the armor's it's more streamlined. In Dark Souls, quite quickly you get a choice of different armors, and you can either go heavy or you can go light. No matter what I seem to be wearing doesn't change the speed in which I can dodge. In Dark Souls, if you're wearing heavy armour, you're going to fat roll all over the place unless you've beefed up your stats. But there's some enemies that if they hit you with the right combo, it's pretty brutal. Gascoigne, I think, when he was in beast form, hit me for, he hits you with one attack. Actually, no, it was before beast form. But he hit me with one attack, and next thing you know, there's 2 or 3 consecutive attacks straight after it. Which is pretty unfair. There's some of the enemies in here that they hit you with the first attack, and if you're quick, you can dodge it. Otherwise, you get sort of in that same routine. There's definitely not anything, it's not necessarily as cheesy. So cheese kills. But it can get frustrating for sure. A lot of the trick. Look, so if I didn't know that there was someone in here, I would just walk into it, and that's a werewolf. Ugh. Werewolves are an absolute pain in the arse. Unless you hit them like that. That was my visceral attack, which I've only just learnt, which makes this game a little bit easier. Normally, beforehand, you fight a werewolf, you're having to hit them numerous times, dodge out the way. A lot of dodging, a lot of rolling. I mean, I'll tell you the other thing that the Souls games get me with personally is the spectres of other players. Yeah, you can see if you're playing in online mode, you'll see other players' spirits walk past. Man, that gets me because I think it's an enemy, you know. So yeah, it's not an unfair thing, but shits you up for sure. But you know, personally, I think this is definitely, you know, a 40 quid game easy. It's for me one of my favourite games so far. It annoys me when I don't get to play it as much as I'd like to, but it's definitely a value for money. The thing you got to decide at the end of the day is how much on it, how much, you know, when are you going to get a chance to play it? If you've got other stuff, you know, hold off, because it'll come down in price. If you can get it for a good deal though, definitely pick it up. Yeah, this is a game that sells PlayStations as far as I'm concerned. Right. Let's pop back to Hunter's Dream for a moment. I'm just going to grab myself a quick drink. I will be back in just 1 minute. Oh. Okay, I'm back. And we are back at the Hunter's Dream. This is the sort of hub, as it were, where you do all your levelling up and all that. Storage and increase your weapon skills. Yeah, definitely. When you get a chance, you're supposed to be able to co-op as well, if I remember correctly. I haven't figured that one out yet. but I know some streamers pretty much co-op exclusively. I'm not sure if that's a New Game Plus thing or if you've got to fulfill certain requirements, but alright, what have I got? So that needs to do that. Alright, so what I'm doing here at the moment is just upgrading my weapon. You've got various... Right, this red blood gem seems to go into any slot. So what can I do? Physical attack, or up 0.7, or up... HP continues to recover. So let's put that in there. That's better than nothing there. Yeah, I mean, there's... I don't know how accurate the co-op is. In that, I'm pretty sure you can choose who you co-op with. So if you've got a friend that's playing, you can choose to co-op with them exclusively. Otherwise, there is an item that you can pick up, which gives you, like any old person. Hello Knightsbeard, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we doing? Welcome to the chat. Don't forget to click the... I think you're already following me actually, Knightsbeard. Thank you very much for the follow. You've joined me 4 hours in. I'm not doing anything exciting at the moment. I'm just a bit of weapon maintenance before getting back out there. Go. So yeah, once you get a certain amount of insight, which you can get from items, you get to choose like a buy from like this special shop. So for example, similar to like the other Souls games, where you can buy boss armor, all of this stuff here is off of the guy that I'd just beaten, and you can also, there we go, the Renaissance bells. So this would allow me to help hunters, and then that would help, would make me the enemy, so like PvP stuff. I'm not actually that bothered about that stuff at the moment. I quite like my look. It's a strong look. Yes, I know it's Jason, but I'm calling... It's just like I know that Deadwood is Dan and that Cherry is Becca, so... Blah. Blah. Anyway, how you doing, mate? I'm glad you could join the stream.
What is it you...
I'll fight some things in a second, make it a little bit more interesting.
Very well, let me...
Just levelling up a little bit. I reckon I can whack up 2 levels, so let's do that. And yeah, I was just saying to Deadwood, I mean, I really like it. I love the Souls games anyway, but it's very different. It's more aggressive. It's definitely a more aggressive game than the Souls games. You've got to be constantly attacking. If you try and hide back, then it's going to get you. Especially with the health system. Otherwise, you're just going to be eating loads of health potions. Yeah, once you get hit a couple of times, you've got that small chance to get some health back, but you've got to attack. Got to attack. Constantly attacking. and it tries to drag you in. You get desperate. As soon as you start getting desperate, it pulls you in, and you want to get your health back, and it keeps taking it away, and then you got to run away and use your potions. Oh, this is not wanted here. Trying to run away from me. Yeah, difficult games to put down there. Destiny and Destiny's had a ton of updates as well. Oh, balls. Ton of updates as well, and Diablo's just, well, it's Diablo. Very similar games though, both in a weird way. Obviously Destiny, a lot of it's about getting the loot, as is Diablo. You've just got to try and get the best equipment possible. Yes. I'll tell you what, it was much easier. If they'd have had this, like Twitch, when I was 16, 17, I would be hammering so much time with it. But now I'm supposed to be a grown-up with, responsible commitments and the like. There's just not enough time. Work and bills just gets in the way of everything. I really can't afford to get invested into 80-hour games anymore. I used to be able to hammer through like Final Fantasy and that in a couple of weeks. And you just can't do it now. Just cannot do it. You're lucky to get a couple of hours in the evening, especially with shift work as well. I mean, I said to myself when I got my PS4 that I was only going to get a new game when I finished one of my other games, and I did to begin with, and then just everything else came out that I wanted. I've got Far Cry 4, I've got Dying Light, Dragon Age Inquisition, all of them. I mean, Dragon Age especially, that is demanding. Dying Light I'm co-oping with my dad, so I'm only really able to play that when he's able to play that, and even doing a couple of side missions takes a couple of hours. Lords of the Fallen I meant to do, but I don't know, I couldn't get into it like I got into these. It's a good game. It's easily a sort of 6-7 out of 10. Not a bad game, but decent, above average. But just couldn't get in. I couldn't justify the time putting into it, What else I've got on the shelf there? Metro needs to be gone through. And I've got to finish off Assassin's Creed. There's missions I've missed on. Watch Dogs, but not so bothered about that. But I'm gonna. This is going to be my streaming game. This is what I'm going to be playing on stream. If you miss any of it, you've got the VODs. If you ever want to sort of like see different certain bits and that, the plan is as well, I will probably do highlights to whack up onto YouTube and stuff as well. So you don't really want to watch all the farming and that. Boss fights. I think in fact it's probably going to be boss fights I put on more than anything, unless something particularly interesting happens. Mate, Witcher 3, yet again, I think it would be an injustice to say that that's going to be 100 hours. That's, from the looks of things, that's easily going to be 200 hours. That game is going to eat your soul. You know, it's got so much stuff in it. I'm trying not to look into it too much. Same with this. I didn't want too many sort of spoils. But yeah, everything from what I've seen so far. Turn back. Yeah, Alien. That was on my list of yeah, stuff to play through. I mean, I did watch it on stream for a lot of it, and you know, that's. I mean, yeah, again, that's a really pretty looking game. But I'm seeing so many things come out that are hitting that biting price. Yeah, if you think about the games that came out when the PlayStation first came out, you know, they're hitting the sub 20 mark now, and that's a ridiculous price for some of the quality. You know, let alone a lot of the PS Plus stuff. You know, the free games that you get on PS Plus, there's some things that I really, you know, want to try and dedicate some time to, but you know, everything else gets in the way. You know, you could sub to PS Plus and just play the free games on that, and you know, not necessarily buy anything else. You know, and there's so many things that are great value for money. I mean, it was the DC Universe game. Yeah, I wasn't going to pick it up, but they gave it for free, and you know, just running through story mode on that was great fun. Yeah, it's Mortal Kombat 10. I'm not a massive fighting fan, but well, that's a lie. I used to, you know, love fighting games. As you know, Jason. Jason used to come round before school. We used to play Street Fighter before school. You know, it's the reason for waking up early, isn't it? But yeah, Mortal Kombat 10. That's looking really nice. But yeah, again, I don't think I can justify the time and money into it. Plus, I suck. Way of the Warrior, yes. Way of the Warrior, 3DO exclusive. Really, really poor Mortal Kombat ripoff. Crack the egg. You had to put the cheat in to get Krull. Oh man, he was useless, and all he did was just swing his big hammer. Crack the egg. Excuse me, enemies, I'm trying to read this here.
You are a skilled hunter.
Yeah, you know there's going to be another Alien game, surely. Sega, I think, wasn't it? Best thing they've pumped out for ages. sure there was a way down.
Which is what I was suspecting.
Whoa. There it is. Yeah, so just what I need. Cheese gun, machine gun. Cheese gun. Cool. So this is the thing you've got to do with these games. It's ridiculous. You've got to look around every single corner. If you don't look around the corners, you're going to get murked. Anyone else? Whoa. Where is he? Is that him up there? Cheese gun, yeah. It might as well be called a cheese gun. Yeah, summer months is usually when it all dies down a little bit, but yeah, I mean games like Witcher are going to eat into that time, depending on how hooked you get into it. But just wait for E3, mate. E3 and we'll be absolutely marking out about the games that we'll be playing this time next year. I'm looking forward to what they've got at E3 actually. Yeah, Dead Space 1 and 2, my dad's done through those, and yeah, he was saying very similar, yeah, about the atmosphere. Seriously? Fucking birds. So, Dead Space 3 not as atmospheric then, I'm guessing? Or was it more sort of run and gun type scenario? A little bit greedy there. Yeah, that's the way with some of these games. You know, I mean, look at the Resi games. They sort of become very much run and gun now, haven't they? More than the atmosphere that what made them special in the first place. Shit. Greedy. Ah! Whoa. Got a fella around there. Oh, that's a shame to hear. I do love me a good co-op game. What have we got? Oh! Nope. Yeah, the remastered ones have moved away from the tank controls, haven't they? I saw something the other week that said about Tomb Raider basically being Dark Souls, but with tank controls. Alright, let's go and sort out Mr. Gun Man up here. Hello. Whoop. Let's see if we can go and get our loot. Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Okay, don't worry guys. Yeah, Tomb Raider is not an easy game. Really liked the the HD remaster PS4 one. The reboot. Really fun game. Alright, I'm going to try an old Dark Souls trick here. Because it fell off the ledge. hopefully it should spawn back at the top. I'm sure they'll do a remake of. They'll do a remake of all of them. If the first one made enough money. There we go. Powder Keg Hunter Badge. Batman. Ooh. Oh. Don't fall off. Let's have a look for some goodies. This is another Souls series kind of thing, giving you items on the most ridiculous of ledges. I wouldn't even know how to get all the way over there. Yeah, I mean, the thing that always put me off the Resi games was the tank controls. Could not get a hang of them. You know, same with, you know, like we said, Tomb Raider, the originals. I like to push the stick and know that it's going where I want it to go. Right. Wish me luck. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Ooh. Molotovs. What's that? Right, that you can get. Shit, do you know what I missed? You know that chandelier goes down. Oh, fuck, it missed. There's millions of them. Fucking hell, how many of them are there? It's about the same. Character customization, generally face stuff. Some people have done some really good customization. I didn't really play around with it too much. Just went for standard sort of stuff. Yeah, you can do some really cool stuff with this. The lacking in customization is in regards to stuff like the armour and the weapons that you use. Pretty limited, to be honest. You know, at the start of the game everyone looks the same. Dark Souls, you found some pretty cool different armour quite early on. It depends on how you want to play, you know. Doesn't play, you know, a big deal in it. Yeah, the Joker one was really cool. They've done Abraham Lincoln as well, which fits. I know, you know. I've got the hat. That was a bit sketchy. I saw serious. At least Gunner guy's gone now. Hunters in this game, you know, they're not bosses, but they're like respawnable characters, whereas a lot of the other enemies respawn. Hi XE Dog, welcome to the stream. I hope we're doing good. Thank you for joining me. If you like what you see, please press the follow button down beneath the stream there. I'd appreciate it. I'm going to note that for a moment. Cheers, Nightsbeard. Hope to see you soon. I hope don't work too hard tomorrow. Thanks for showing support. Appreciate it. Really do, mate. Yeah, keep an eye on my Twitter. That's going to be the most accurate sort of time when I'm going to be streaming. Follow me at HeroToots. Otherwise, you should get the Twitch alerts if you're following the stream as well. I will try and update the bio page just to let give an idea roughly when I'm going to be streaming, but obviously because of shift work. Laters.
Greetings. Just in time.
Beware of mob, yeah. At least I don't have Mr. Machine Gunning anymore. My terms. Oh shit it. Jump scare central. I really need to pay attention. I really need to pay attention more. Sneaky, sneaky. Yeah. It's not even like proper jump scares. It's not like Five Nights at Freddy's type jump scares. It's me not paying attention and them hitting me. Come on, come on. Man. Come on. He's trying to drag me in now, I know it. Oh, you're shitting me. Oh. Oh, don't you dare. Do not need that. Do not need to be losing. Do not need to be losing the string. Okay, so he's quite tough. Yeah, my monitor blacked out for a moment though. problem is if I use the OBS, yes. There's a slight delay. But he's gone now, he's permanently gone, so yippee. Could do with some bullets though. You know there's people hiding behind the smoke. Oh, so. Oh, I can definitely hear something. What? Hate the crows. Hate the crows. That leads back up to the start. Dark Souls lore states behind every corner there is going to be someone trying to kill you. More Coldblood. Right, that's not a door. Okay guys, we're doing alright here. I think we've cleared that bit out. Let's have a look down here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Can I get over there? No. I think that's just a roll. Wish me luck. Yeah. It's just exploring Deadwood. There's no real set path. You just sort of figure it out. There's no, you know, you make up a lot of it on your own, and a lot of the lore and the stories. You aren't spoon fed. So, you know, for example, let's go to, you know, Tiny Music Box, for example. Tiny Music Box, small music box received from a young Yarnum girl, plays a song shared by her mother and father. Inside the lid is a small scrap of paper, perhaps an old message. Two names can be made out, however faintly, Viola and Gascoigne. Earlier on, you get asked by this girl to find her dad and find her mum, and in one of the boss fights the character is called Gascoigne, so you know that this boss is the father of the girl that you've met, and if you actually play this during the boss fight, once it starts playing its song a little bit, it staggers the boss for like a split second, so it gives you an opening. And a lot of the other items, you know, all have, you know, descriptions that sort of lead you to, you know, sort of figure out for yourself. It doesn't spoon feed you, that's for sure. I can hear people in here, and I just don't want to get ambushed. See, there's a guy over in the corner there. I've got no bullets, so I can just hear footsteps, and yeah, there's like 3 of them. So what I want to do here is just try and drag one of them out, maybe. No, I'm going to get all of them. So when in doubt... Fuck, how many are there? So this is exactly what I was saying about earlier, where you've got to be careful. I mean, there was about 8 enemies there. And if you fight them, if you take them out one-on-one, not so tough. Obviously, you're going to use a few monitors there to thin out the herd. More blood gemstones. Oh, so yet again, guy in the distance there, caught it at the corner of my eye, was convinced it was an enemy. More blood gemstones. So these blood gemstones that I'm picking up, they're going to, when you start leveling up your weapons, they give you boosts. So although there's only like 12 different weapons or whatever, you can customise how they work. Cool, just picked up a new weapon. Rifle spear. Rifle spear. Yeah, so you can completely customise the weapons to how you want to play, so you don't need, 20, 30 different weapons, because you're going to play it how you want to play it anyway. So I quite like that about this, is that you can choose, do you want a weapon that's going to concentrate more on your recovery, or do you want pure hitting power? So at the moment I got something on. Can't remember exactly what it is. Let's have a look, see. So it's on my Kirk hammer. Boosts rally potential. I'm assuming my rally potential is got something to do with getting up. Yeah, I mean that's the thing that's really good is you find a weapon that you like. Like I'm quite enjoying this at the moment. I quite like the big old hammer as well. But if I wanted to, I could quite easily. Well, I can't switch this out at the moment because I need extra blood tinge and extra skill. So if you look at the bottom of the screen there where it says attribute requires requirements, it tells you, you know, what you need. So minimum strength, skill, blood tinge and arcane. So obviously at the moment it's red, so I don't meet the requirements to use this rifle spear because my blood tinge, which is related to your guns, isn't high enough and my skill's not high enough. But then I'm not playing as a skill based character, so I'm not so worried about the rifle spear at this moment in time. When I get a chance to pick up a new weapon, I'll have a look at the requirements, and then if it fits my build and it's not too expensive to like level up to, then I'll try it out. So I think from that hunter guy that I killed, not the one down here, but the one higher up, with the machine gun, he gave me a badge to give me a new weapon. So next time I go to the Flip place, I will have a look-see at the weapon, and if it suits my build, I'll give it a go. I've leveled this weapon up as much as I can at the moment. Until you start finding, I think they're called twin shards. As soon as you start finding those, you can then level it up more. At the moment I've only got single shards, so yeah. Classic Blood Souls chandelier. Blood Souls? Dark Souls chandelier. Bloodborne the game. Yeah, it's a nice way to do it. Yeah, because you do find your favourite weapon, and then, yeah, how many games do you play? Like, you go on an epic quest to find, you know, and the reward is not as good as the weapon that you were using in the first place. Yay! Bandages for the heads. So I think by doing that chandelier, yeah, it's killed a bunch of the enemies down here, so it should make it a little bit easier. Should. Just want to see if there's a better way down. It's going to break my fall a bit. Oh well. I think, is that higher up? What do we reckon? What do we reckon? Yeah. Right, do not get blinkered, do not get blinkered, do not get blinkered. I've got this fella here trying it on. What have we got? Stairs up. Fella there. Fella over there. Time for items. Is it just the one guy in there? Not getting sneaked up on. So what I did there was the trick combo. So if you hit an enemy and then switch your weapon type, it hits it with the next weapon type. It's quite difficult to, well for me, to hit it. But you do massive damage. You get the advantage there of using the sword attack, which obviously is quite quick. And then just hitting with pure power. That looks like it's progression, so... Yeah, the combos is... you can just spam attack, but you've got your two different types of attacks, and it's just about hitting it at the same time. You've obviously got your charge attack, which big damage, but you need to hit. Yeah, you can't really sort of hit anything else afterwards because it takes away all your stamina. But yeah, if you can get some, you can get some really nice juggle combos, especially with the hammer. I know he's behind me. So let's see if we can... Ah! Yet again, just small bit of damage I needed to do then to finish him off. And obviously you can switch back as well between them. So I don't know if you saw there, what you do is you hit quick, then I hit hard with the hammer, and then I went to switch back to the normal sword, but as he switches back to the normal sword he does a sweeping power attack, and then if I needed to I could have hit with a quick attack then. Easier said than done, and probably more luck than judgment there. But this is... yeah, this is just back to where I was before. Because I've got no bullets at the moment, I've just got my torch out. It's not really that great as a weapon, but it's actually quite useful against these sorts of guys because they're afraid of fire. Certain enemies are afraid of fire. Ah, there we go. So they'll they hesitate before they attack you. just by having the flame out. There is an item that you can get. Yeah, obviously the advantage is as well. Yeah, it's a little bit dark. Dark Souls, dark. So by having the torch out, it helps you see what you're doing. But yeah, there's another item that you can wear that illuminates things, but isn't as useful against. It doesn't scare the enemies off, shall we say? Oh, blimey. Got a lot of echoes there as well. Just noticed. Let's have a look down here. Ugh, birds. Birds, birds, birds. I think we were saying earlier about rats. I'm pretty sure birds are a staple in creepy games as well. I seem to remember Res Evil, the ravens attacked you in that. Yeah, they're quite a staple enemy at the moment. It's just a bloodstone shard. Yeah, I hate the birds. Yeah, they do make the worst sounds. And that's another shortcut. Wonderful. So that saves me having to go all the way through there. Right. Covered in blood. Yeah, they suck. They're so cheesy as well. Because they're the ones that you rarely see. They're the ones that are generally hidden by a lot of stuff. You've also got the classic guy sitting down that attacks you at the last moment. Yeah, so it's not cheesy if you expect it. But it's when you don't expect it. Which is most of the time for me. I really need to pay attention more. Hello, mate. So he's wearing some pretty cool stuff. Cool. Let's go back to the dream, level up a bit, and see what the new thing is. Ludwig's Holy Blade. It combines with its sheath to form a great sword. What you got for me? What you got for me? Yay! Oil! That's the item I was saying about that. Should get it really, shouldn't we? That illuminates. So now that I've picked up the rifle spear, I can now buy it if I wanted to. But more importantly, that stake driver is what I picked up from fighting the guy at the top of the tower. And also, no, this Hunter's Torch, I picked it up, but it's not anything special. well, it's not anything that I really want to play around with. So yes, this is also a strength-based weapon. Doesn't do as much damage as the Kirk hammer, but it's probably a little bit quicker, I'd imagine. So let's give it a go. Ah, sorry, you can't see. It's alright, you'll see. You'll see when I equip it. More echoes! So let's put hand lantern there. So these items are personal effects. They don't go in your quick item bar. You've got to open it up and do it this way, so it's not quite as quick as tapping down and finding it. But they're items that I might use that I don't need to be quick about it. So things like the notebook and the bell and the lantern don't really need to have on all the time. But these items here I tend to, so I'm going to quickly oil there. There's like fire paper. So that'll make my weapon into a fire weapon. And antidotes I don't really need at the moment. So let's have a look at this new weapon, shall we? We've got the stake driver. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. Quite quick. That's more of a stabby, thrusting weapon. Ooh, it's got a nice hit to it. So that's slashing. And that's thrusting. Whoa! Yes, very steampunky. I think I'm going to go and upgrade that if I can. I wonder if this takes bullets. Looks like it should, doesn't it? Fortified weapons. So obviously I can't do that because I need these twin bloodstone shards. I've got 13. 5, so that'll do 109 damage, 129, 138, which that does nearly 200. And does about 130, can't use that yet. So yeah, that's going to be my pure power based weapon. Need a few more bloodstones for that. And do you know what? I like the blunderbuss, so let's boost it a little bit. Anything need repairing? And blood gems. Cool, so blood tinge gemstone, that will make my attack go up a bit. It should do, in theory. Blood attack up 1.8%. Yeah. That's the only thing I can equip on it. Don't think I can equip it onto anything else. And in this I can put any of these ones. Stamina cost, charge attacks up. Maybe physical. Ooh. So this is, that's going to make it do much more damage, plus charge attack damage. So that's a level 2 item. These are level 2s. That's a level 2. That's only a level 1, but that's a level 2. So let's go for that. It's going to make it a little bit more powerful. I can switch between these two as I need. I do like that. I do like that. I'll probably be able to go up. Fear woman. Good piece of advice there. Always fear your
Welcome
women.
home, good hunter. What is it? Very well. Let me step.
So that'll put my defense up a little bit. Yeah, so blood tinge increases other bullets, arcane attack, I'm not really using it at the moment. Strength, vitality, insight, sorry. Governs. I haven't found anything that will boost that. Price attribute more resistant. What do you reckon? We've got enough for one. See, the OCD in me reckons I should round that out to an 8, or that up to a 15. But I can attack more if I have that at 17. But I'm not sure about 17. It just doesn't look right. Don't really want that at 21. Skill, I'm not worried about that at the moment. Vitality. No. Endurance. No. Endurance is always good.
Farewell, good hunter.
Right, do I have any bullets in here? Because I have no bullets. No. I do not have any bullets in here. Let's store that because I don't need that. That's a duplicate. That's a duplicate. Don't need that. I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use that. Right, I need to buy bullets. Man. Do it. Do it now. $240, I can buy like 10 bullets. Man. Let's sell that. It's only 20. Physical attack 1.4. Cool. Time to kick ass and chew bubblegum. Right. Where was I? Old Yarnum, wasn't it? Oil urns, love them. So let's give this weapon a little play test. And then I think, to be honest, I'm going to call it a night. Yeah, I like that. Wait, what? It's pretty cool, pretty cool. Gotta remember where I'm going. Oh, so he's got a massive hammer. His hammer's... is that similar to... I was going to say, that's similar to mine. Yes, I do like this. Searchy corpses, more bloodstones. More blood. I don't remember where I'm going now. It looks so deadly. Yeah, it looks like it's like a pneumatic drill, like attached to a blade. So yeah, it's going to be pretty deadly. Reckless with it though, if I'm honest. I think I need to get used to it. Let's try on these stupid birds. Effective. I'll tell you what it is. I think it lures me into thinking that I'm going to have more stamina than I've got. Yes, Big Daddies. Yeah, definitely. Actually, yeah. Totally. Now, Bioshock, that was a creepy game. Infinite, not so much, but Infinite was amazing. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I think it's a lighter weapon, but is it actually much lighter than what I've been using already? I mean, I think the sword is quicker. Obviously the hammer has some weight to it. Mr. Bubbles, yeah. Man, if you can respect the name and you were going to do a run through with it, you'd have to call yourself that. That's that. Oh, something just died. Right. More bullets. More health. And to be honest, guys, I think we're going to leave it here for now. It's a good a place to only stop before I get dragged in, and next thing you know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Thank you very much for chatting. Lovely to see you all. Hope to see you all again soon. Like I said, keep an eye on my Twitter @HeroTukes and press the follow button down below. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to sneak in a couple of hours tomorrow. And 5 hours 46 minutes. Wow. Yeah, thank you very much. That was pretty much 3 hours over what I was originally going to go for. But yeah, no, that's brilliant. Thank you very much, everybody, and yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for my first stream. There'll be more, don't worry about it, you can guarantee it. And yeah, I'll see you soon.
Thank you.